5 running back.
You're watching the Fantasy Football Show.
What up? I still have the music going. Just kidding. What up, guys? Oh, I'm knocking everything over. Welcome to the show. It only took, how long has it been? 19 minutes and 8 seconds for me to join you. Timer, I knew you wouldn't leave. I was going to let it go the whole time, but a few of you got a little disappointed, so I came back. No, I'm not. I'm not hammered. I did take a lap. See, I'm sweating. I was going to just do the 1 hour show, but I thought that wouldn't be right. Too many of you were getting tired of the music. I was going to have Take a Lap play the entire time. Good thing I did not choose that. You would not have been happy. A little disappointed that we still only have 67 people in the room. I watched as I ran, and I didn't see that thing get above 100. Tempted to go eat more meatloaf. Should I keep AJ Green? I don't know, man. What's the news on AJ Green? Let's look it up. Should we plug in and go over the news? I did take a lap. I took a 19-minute lap, roughly. I was going to go longer, but then I saw Big Timer say he's going to bail. So Big Timer, I turned the corner. Turned the corner for you. Let's go into the news. The ads for week 9. Move those puppies over here. I will do a hammered show one of these days. Don't you worry. I should probably put on. I'm sweating all over the chair. What's up, Ugly? What's up, Jonathan? What's up, Daryl? What's up, Matt? Drop Gore? Probably. All right, Jeff Wilson. No news. Nothing to see there. Move on. Brandon Cooks seeing a concussion specialist. Not good. And it appears likely to miss multiple weeks. Not good for Brandon Cooks owners. That sucks. Yeah, the trade deadline definitely feels like it kind of came without a big bang at the end. Connor news, we'll take a peek in here, but I don't know that there's an update other than, he's very questionable. I thought they were going to report potentially. Yeah, I was running. Still out of breath, actually. That's why when I got in, I'm like, drop Edmonds? Not yet, Seclan. He just got onto the scene, bro. Give him a little time to heal up. If DJ is going to be out significant time, there's rumors it'll be more than 2 weeks. There's rumors it'll be 1 to 2. Arizona hasn't really been up front. Arizona has been taking a page from the Todd, the McVay book in the Rams, how they update us on their running backs. What's up, Brett? What's up, Phil? What's up, Cannon? Matthew. So I hold on to Edmonds Clan because if DJ's out for, let's say they come out and go, okay, actually he's out for the year, then all of the sudden, hold on 1 second. I'm not going anywhere far. Not going far this time. OC for the Chargers being booted. I like it because we aren't seeing anything from Eckler anymore. We aren't seeing what we want to see out of Gordon. N'Keal Harry, very disappointed about N'Keal Harry not getting going yet, but that it doesn't stray me away from loving his future value. I really would have liked the Patriots to either elevated him at this point, or the alternative would have been, and the Patriots are such a team that would do this, draft a guy, have high hopes for him, and then literally trade him. So I was kind of hoping that at the trade deadline they would have sent N'Keal Harry packing. I'm still out of breath. Kenyon Drake. Cliff Kings bury the news. Newly acquired running back Kenyon Drake will have a manageable, quote-unquote, workload in Thursday's game against the 49ers. This will not be a pretty game anyways. He's a running back for, 1 week maybe? And then he'll be mixed in, I'm sure. Even when Edmonds returns or DJ returns. Maybe Edmonds and DJ are both out a whole 2 weeks. Then Drake will get a good shot to get a good amount of work in the next game. When's it? Cardinals by week 12, did you say? I don't have it off the top of my head. Monty Thielen or Eckler, I go Monty. But Drake, don't expect the world unmanageable workload against the 49ers. Just saying. You go to bust your whole wad on Drake, you may be disappointed. Ty Johnson, what a disappointment he was. I don't know what to do with Ty. He was a good bet, though. I mean, at that point, he was the backup heading into the year, and he still could emerge, but I don't know. I don't think so. Kind of sucks. I did pick him up in one league, and I'll admit I did recommend him as a good waiver wire guy, but he was one of the top running backs, potential starting running back for a team. You had to take a stab on him. Won't use Edmonds for 4 weeks, Matt. Nagy needs to be fired. He does. Thinking about Geis yet. Geis is somebody to definitely toy around with. Definitely. You bench Coleman in week 8 on accident. You're not the only one, man. No one could have seen those TDs coming. Tevin Coleman for Mike Evans and Jamal. I'd take Mike Evans all day long. Monty versus Madison versus Gallup PPR. Monty and Madison. I mean, Madison could do well at any moment. He just needs one run, break off an 80-yard run. But generally speaking, Monty and Madison aren't in the same, tier right now because Monty's getting starter touches. Hey, Smitty, opinion on Tevin. Let me put these on screen. Yeah, Tevin Coleman for Evans. I take Evans all day long. Worried about Bell since they rumored him on the trade block. Yeah, a little bit, but they're not going to not play him. If anything, a team doesn't believe in a guy, they're going to run him into the ground. But more so than worry about scaling back his usage. Tennessee, I mean, Henry's the guy. I worry about him. I trade him high if I can, but I don't know that you'll be able to. Mostert probably, but Wilson could get the TDs. Who knows? Drop DD for Chris Conley. That's a thought, but I think DD's the better talent, but is he going to stay healthy? I mean, Conley's the guy. If you need wins now, go get him. I'm hearing rumors. Let me turn this sound down so you guys don't hear every boop, boop. I'm hearing rumors Bears looking to hire Smitty as head coach next season. But if I make an entrance like that, maybe people will take me seriously when I show up. Evans or Adams? Evans, man. Evans all the way. Adams is hurt right now. You don't know what's going on. Evans is already a top 5 to 7 wide receiver. He doesn't have to get back to that like Adams will. I like Adams. Adams is a good buy low. Adams is a good buy low. Evans is already there. 100 views, no 100 likes. I agree. What the hell is with that? What's up, Jordan? What's up, Phil? What's up? Computer Bob, Matrix, Long, Paul. What's up, Nick? Nick in the house. Hope you're doing good, Nick. Odell for Hilton. Take Hilton in a heartbeat. Kamara is screwing me over. I have to start Zeke and Barkley this week. Too bad for you. All three of those guys are beasts, man. Thoughts on Mark Walton? I got him on here. I do think he is a potentially decent guy to roster and maybe use in a buy situation or as your flex play on a team where you're hurt. Wipe your feet is true. Matt Breida gonna play. I think. Well, I'll look it up. I'll look Breida up. I'll look him up in a second. 1 second. Gore or Singletary? Singletary. I mean, we don't know. Anything can happen, but you got to think Singletary is going to be better. And his usage should go up, but if he gets hurt again, then Gore is a decent play. So it's tough to say like right now, but I would hope that Singletary will elevate. Pick 2, Evans, Lockett, Tyreek Hill. Good job, bro. Thanks, Fly. Evans and Tyreek Hill, but dude, that's tough. Can you make a trade at this point? I know I say that a lot to you guys, but I mean that's like asking for trouble, bro. Every week. Thank you for the super chat. But yeah, I put Lockett on the bench, but barely. You know, I mean Tyreek Hill is just so tough to bench, even with Matt Moore there. Who knows what happens with Mahomes? If Mahomes goes, he's doubtful, but if he goes, then Mahomes for sure. I missed some super chats while I was gone. Let's see here. I missed a super chat or two. They're at the very beginning. Here's one. I love you all. That's nice. That was nice of him. Timer. Thank you, Timer. Killer intro. Yeah, at first, and then you got tired of it, right? Fells or Ertz. Hate to sit my 4th pick. I go Ertz, man. I can't sit Ertz for Fells yet, but I do like Fells, but as a backup for you, not yet, man. Ertz needs to go. He needs to run. Get the start. Darnold or Minshew. I go Minshew, but Darnold could do okay in this one. I do a pick'em with Miss Smitty, and she was adamant that we go with Miami because we do it together for her work. We're in second. We were in first all year, and I forgot to make picks last week. She did them all, and she's been doing good. She's actually really good. I let her pick them, and then I go in and tweak them, and I usually have to change 1 or 2. And so we're in first place, or we were in first place all year, and then last week we missed like 4. So we dropped into second, but so she picked them today, and I was going through them, and I changed Detroit. I picked Detroit, and then I was trying to pick the Jets over Miami, and she's like, no, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. I'm like, but it's Miami. She's like, we're not doing it. So we're going with Miami, and she has weird instincts about that stuff. So especially with the pick'em, so I'm not picking Darnold this week. How do you like that advice? How did you manage to sit Darnold and go with Minshew? Oh, Miss Smitty told Smitty that Miami is going to win, so that's how I got my advice from Smitty, who got it from Miss Smitty. Super chat from Jason. A good tight end off the wire this week. Well, you have Goddard for the Eagles, who apparently can at times take over the starting job, at least starting targets. You got Jonnu Smith for the Tennessee Titans. That's about it. Fells, obviously. but he should be grabbed already because I've been talking about him for weeks. But Fells, Jonnu Smith, and Goddard. But Darren Fells is pretty good. You know, he gets a lot of those end zone looks from Deshaun Wiggity Watson. I remind everybody that at times with my bold predictions on sleeperu.com, sorry, Edward, I oftentimes, whatever, he's all right. I oftentimes will be a year early on some of those bold predictions. And Deshaun Watson was my number one bold prediction last year, and he busted on me. And I said that he would be the number one fantasy QB at 2018's end, and that he was going to have this monster year, multiple 5 TD games. It was a pretty big, bold prediction. It was number one out of all 10 of them, and I missed it. Sometimes I'm a year early, so with predictions like Monty, Devin Singletary, Henderson, there are times where I see the talent, but I don't. Sometimes you can't predict. It's not me missing on the situation or predicting the situation, but sometimes situation gets in the way. And so Watson's clearly, every bit as good as I thought, and last year sucked for me. Not the whole year, but I mean that particular prediction. It's like last year sucked in the sense that I'm sitting here going, God, I know he's got the talent, and they just wouldn't block for him. He couldn't get that entire offense, playing on the same page. And he did okay, but he didn't have the year that I predicted. This year, he's having it, and I think he's only going to get better. Watson, man, such a beast. We might see the same thing out of Monty and Singletary, for that matter. But you guys see what I'm saying on Monty and Singletary and how they parallel that path and that journey that these bold predictions take. Sometimes it's like everybody knows Devin Singletary and David Montgomery are talented up the butt. Like, these guys should be top 10 running backs if they're given the work. I mean, Devin Singletary looks like a beast when they give him the run, right? He looks amazing. He makes people just like, he's like an ankle-breaking machine. And David, so he's the cut, shifty, left-right. I don't want to say Marshall Faulk-like skills because it's really hard to compare anybody to Marshall Faulk. Some of you might have never even drafted Marshall Faulk. I know big timer. A lot of you guys are not the some of the younger crowd. Some of you are younger. I know that, like, Cameron's in here. Cameron's never. I don't know if Cameron's in here. He's probably sleeping. He's probably got school tomorrow. But some of you are older, some of you are younger, some of you have played for 10, 15 years. I played for 21 or 22 years, I think, fantasy football. And Devin Singletary has that stop-start, that's why they call him the motor, that Marshall Faulk kind of had. Montgomery has more of the tackle breaking, like you can't tackle this guy, like a Marshawn Lynch type ability, but both these guys could be top 10. Which one would you rather have rostered, Darrell Henderson or Devin Singletary? That's a tough one, because we don't know if Henderson's going to just completely fade away, and he might. There's a really good chance that, let's say, Gurley comes back, it's all the work, Henderson does literally nothing, and then we're back to square one where Malcolm Brown's got enough time to heal, he plays, and now Henderson's third fiddle again. Like, it's crazy how this could work out that way, where there's every opportunity for Henderson to blow up right now. Henderson looks good when he touches the football. He looks elusive. He's hard to tackle. One guy, he's slippery. Like, he could take it house at any moment. But Singletary's on his way up for sure. He could get hurt. Whereas Henderson, you don't really know where he's at. So Singletary feels safer. But Henderson has, tad more upside if he was starting. Fly with the super. Thank you, Fly. Mahomes, Barkley, CMC, Evans, Hill, Lockett, Kittle, Bench Breeze, Allen, Ingram, Scary Terry, Hunter Henry. What kind of trade can I do? Nick with the super. Rag, I got your question. Rag, you can stop posting it. I got it right here for you. RAG, I got it right here. I'm going to answer it. Don't worry. Barry Sanders was your first ever. Doobie, Barry was the man. Okay, I'm going to drag these questions on the screen. So no, if you see your question there, you don't need to ask it again. I got it on the screen. I'm going to address it. But first, we're going to fly. So Mahomes, Barkley, CMC, Evans, dude, Hill. How do you? I don't even know what you can do. I mean, you can maybe trade Ingram and Henry for a slightly better running back than Ingram. You could trade Lockett and Ingram, or Lockett and Henry, or all three for Kamara. I don't know if you can even use Kamara, though, because you have Barkley, CMC. Yeah, you could probably start him at flex, right? Kamara is a good buy low. Ingram and Henry for Devontae Adams. Go that route, fly. Try those. That's what I'd do if I were you. But don't touch Barkley. Don't touch CMC. Try and get Zeke, Cook, or Kamara on that roster without using Hill or Evans. That would be my goal. Thank you for the Superfly. 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 See what I did there? Thank you for the Superfly. Darnold or Carr? Should I trade Miles Sanders for Kareem Hunt? I have Chubb or Goddard, I think you mean. Rashad Penny in a trade. Also have Carson. Throwing a lot at me there. The fragment fashion there, Jordan. Thank you for the super, by the way. Henry says thank you. Should I trade? Okay, so Darnold or Carr. Miss Smitty says no Darnold. And Carr just had a decent game. I don't know, man. It's Miami. Is Miss Smitty going to be right? Does Miss Smitty need to do the show? Watch, I'm going to say go Darnold. I'm going to say go Darnold, and then Darnold's going to get crushed by the Miami Dolphins. And then you guys are all going to call for Miss Smitty to take the throne seat. But in that, so Minshew and Darnold was the other call, and I took Minshew. In this one, Carr's safe. Go Carr if you're okay with 202 and maybe an INT. Go Darnold if you're okay with 101 and 3 INTs or 250 and 4 TDs. He's got a bigger range, and Miami is a good matchup. So if you're willing to take the risk, Jordan, Darnold's probably got the more range to blow up or bust. So I'd probably go that route if you need some kind of like spark or whatever. Should I trade Miles Sanders for Kareem Hunt? If you own Chubb. It's not a bad idea, but Sanders just saw a big boost in value. I wonder if you could get more, but Kareem Hunt's smarter for you. That's tough, though, because if they start feeding Sanders the ball, he could be okay and do really, really well. I just don't know that they're going to. They're like San Francisco and how they want to use their running backs, you know. I don't know that's going to work out. So I'd probably go the safe route and get Hunt, but you are running the risk of losing a independently productive player outside of Chubb. Hunt's not going to do you much good. You hope he does you not much good until or if Chubb gets hurt, because then you have a running back by committee, and having Hunt does you nothing because you don't know which running back to start each week. I have a feeling Chubb's not going to lose his job at all. It's Chubb or he gets hurt, and then it's Hunt. They'll mix Hunt in. They want to get Hunt mixed in, but Hunt has to be eased in too. He's not going to come back on a tear unless Chubb gets hurt. So safe play Hunt, but you are giving up potentially a lot of trade bait. Should Sanders get unleashed? Okay, Jake. Start Brady, Ravens, or Stafford at Raiders. Okay, Brady at Ravens, Stafford at Raiders. God, this is one of those ones where I want to tell you Let me put Nick's question there. Oh, and the last question for Jordan was go get Rashad Penny in a trade. I have Carson. It depends on the price, but I'm not too worried about that. I guess I would if the price is right. So you have to tell me like an example. Brady or what do you guys think? Brady, Ravens, Stafford, Raiders. Can you post below and help Jake out with this one? Because this is a tough one. I want to say you don't sit Brady. Yeah, guys, try not to. I mean, it's okay to post your question over again, but try not to post it like where you're the only person posting 4 or 5 times in a row. I'm not mad at you for it. So Ramos and Nick, but it does crowd up the freaking chat. And it's one thing if I don't see it and you know it went by me and you wait a second and you post it, but it's like when it's the same question over and over, it can piss some people off royally. Where's my super chats at? So what do you guys think? Stafford, Brady, Stafford. I think the group probably has the safe call here in Stafford. You got a lot of people here saying Stafford in a row. So Jake, I would go with that. My instinct was like you can't sit Brady, but this is one of those calls where I feel like more times when I'm asked this, and if I don't think about the matchup as much as I should, it could burn me on the advice. So that's why I wanted to ask everybody on that, because this is one where, like, if I had it, I'd be struggling with it too, man. I'd want so badly to put Brady in there, but they might just run the ball a lot, and, you know, he could have, like, 201 or 2 TDs, but Stafford could have 4 TDs. So I go Staff. Thanks for the super chat, bro. Nick, give DJ, Connor, Odell Beckham Jr. for Saquon, Monty, and McLaurin. DJ, Connor, Odell. Of course, is that Saquon Barkley and Montgomery and McLaurin? If so, absolutely I do that in a heartbeat. Saquon Barkley, bro. And Monty. Start 2 running backs. Monty, Samuels, Kenyon Drake, Duke, or Rojo. Well, you mean start 1 running back, because Monty, you lock into that. Monty, you lock in. And then depending on Connor, if Connor's out, you start Samuels. If he's not out, you still may start Samuels, maybe. You got to kind of stay on the news and ask me an hour before kickoff, because I go live here on YouTube. And let's talk about that one, because he still may be slotted for a lot of work. He may not. We don't know that now. So Drake would be the safer call until we know more about Samuels. But get Monty in there. And thank you for the super chat. Let me see if I answered all the supers up above. Okay, I got that one. So thank you again, Mark. And Jake, thank you. Jordan, thank you. Nick, thank you. Fly, thank you. Big Timer, thank you. Jason, thank you for the tight end question earlier. Fly, again, thank you, Fly. And if I missed you and you super chatted, thank you. Order of players you take for Coleman: Evans, Keenan Allen, DJ, Aaron Jones, Kamara. Don't trade Kamara. Don't trade Jones. I probably don't even trade. I may trade DJ for Coleman, but that's like, dude, we don't even know. I don't know. I probably would if you like need wins. You can't wait on DJ. So it'd be dependent on your team and what record you have, and can you wait it out? Do you have Edmonds? I don't trade Evans. No way. Keenan Allen. I mean, honestly, I like that. I like those players, dude. I don't know that I'd trade him for Coleman. Maybe DJ, but it really depends. Nick, which running backs do you think have the most upside in Thursday's matchup once Coleman sits out due to a high score? the Cardinals will probably be playing from behind, so Drake's not going to get, I think, a ton of third and fourth quarter run. Although if he catches passes and does well there and absorbs that side of the offense well, then maybe he has a big game. But Breda and then Mostert after, if they're up big, they'll run Mostert. But the Cardinals might surprise you and keep it close. Remember, the 49ers, their offense can click, and Kittle, they're really bad against tight ends. So Kittle could have a big game. But the 49ers can win 9-0. They can win 14-3. So don't think 100% that this is going to be out of hand for sure all game, or in the fourth quarter or whatever. It could be like a close, big win for the Niners because the Cardinals can't do crap against them maybe, but they still aren't scoring a lot. So they'll be dominating maybe, but doesn't mean they're going to pull starters. So Coleman still might get a lot of run. Fly says $5 is more characters. Thank you, Fly. Love Monty going forward. See, Big Timer is going to go to bed, but I took that right turn, hauled balls down the street, got in here just in time, and now he's here. Don't worry, I'm gonna call it in like maybe, depending on how many we have in the room. We have 175. That's pretty good, but we only have 67 thumbs up. Should I trade Terry McLaurin, Ryan Tannehill, and A.J. Brown for Matt Ryan and Julio Jones? Yes, you should. I assume it's redraft, and yes, you should. If it's Dynasty, it's a little tougher, and I'll tack it differently if you tell me. But if it's redraft, I mean, you go get Julio, man. Ramos traded Cook and Ertz for Ertz, Chubb, and Connor. Right, traded Cook for Ertz, Chubb, and Connor. I mean, I find it really hard to trade Cook, but at the same time, Chubb's playing great. Connor's playing great, but he got hurt. So I don't know if that's why you did it, because you got him cheap or something. But I don't think it's bad. And you needed a tight end, although Ertz is not playing well. Pick Fells up, and he might be playing better than him right now. Or Goddard might be playing better than him, and he might be able to get one of those guys on waivers. But that said, if Connor continues to turn out the yards and he stays healthy, gets healthy, then that could be really good for you. But I do like Cook a little more, but I don't know that you made a mistake. It's just preference at that point. I don't think it's a bad trade on either side. Let me drag some more questions on screen. Wipe your feet, ugly dude says. This is an unselfish comment. This is how you get put on the screen in front of other people. Look at this. Ugly dude could ask a question, but instead he tells you to hit the like button, which AKA means hit the thumbs up. Ugly dude being selfless. You selfless son of a bitch. I've got to do something real quick. Wipe your feet, guys. Look at Tim. Timmy's doing it too. Thank you, Timmy. Timmy boy knows what he's talking about as well. Let me get back into the... So what's surprising is we got a number of subscribers from the dead air that I had on. Hold on one second for me. Sorry, guys. Hey, Smitty, when's the next live meetup? We might have to find a new location. I'm not sure that particular place is the best environment for us because we didn't quite have the turnout in the general population of people. What is going on here? Thoughts on Lamar versus New England? That's going to be a tough one for him. But how do you sit him? I mean, you sit him if you have A-Rod. You sit him if you have, a healthy Mahomes. You sit him if you have Watson. But I don't know that you you ever bench him, He's a tough guy to bench. Sorry, I had to do something on YouTube real quick. Okay, I'm back. I'm back, concentrated, focused. Singletary or Montgomery this week. I go Monty, man. So hope I answered your question, Nick. But Mostert would get the run if they're up and needed to run. But you might see a lot of Breda if he's healthy. Breda's been hurt. Big timer likes Monty moving forward. Godwin, Allen, Galladay. I don't know what that was for, but good job. Nice players. I start Lamar or Allen. You start Lamar, man. You can't. I mean, anything can happen, but I don't think you can sit Lamar. He still could run for a lot of yards, That's not something that we see the Patriots face a lot. Is they stop the run, they stop the pass, they cause turnovers, but Lamar's three-dimensional. Super chat by Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Opinion on Coleman rest of season. He looks like the main guy in that backfield with the touch advantage. But do you think he can maintain running back 1/2 numbers? Jeff, I had RSF 49ers, Dr. Raj, on Saturday night. And we talked a lot about this situation. And then I talked to him tonight on Instagram Live. We did a live together. And we talked about this specific situation. And what he told me was he thinks that he will be the real deal moving forward, and that he went back and did some research and looked at some film where that coaching staff was talking about Coleman and how excited they were to have him. He's been injured, so they haven't been able to, use him to his full capabilities. He's been, hurt. And now, though, he thinks that based on what he saw, and he's a 49er expert, Dr. Raj, he said that he easily thinks he's a top 10 running back moving forward. That could change, but I trust him on everything 49ers. So I do think he's going to be really good. I don't know that I'd trade a ton for him and buy him high, though. You got to be like, if you own him, you hold him, or you sell really high. Smitty, am I crazy for think San Fran has a better defense than New England? You're not crazy. I mean, they have a really good defense. They're kind of similar, but New England's been proving it, and their scores are through the roof. Like, they're a top, 5 overall player in fantasy, roughly. So you're not crazy. And, if you're not talking about statistics like in fantasy, you could argue it, but I think in fantasy, New England's the one, the top. Get Smitty 100 likes. Yeah, please. Let's see what it does to the live. We have 196 people in here and only 80 thumbs up. If we can get to 100 likes real quick, let's see what happens to the eyeballs. If it goes to 300, then I'll stay a lot longer. Because right now we're at about an hour. So hit that thumbs up, make that 80 say 100, and let's see what happens. Let's see if YouTube says, "Ooh, this is a popular show. Let's get this out to more people." And then I stay on longer. It's a win-win. Drop Josh Gordon for Pittsburgh defense, but got him back next day. People in my league slept on him on the waiver wire. Well, I don't know that Josh Gordon, what's going on with him right now, because he hasn't been cut or anything. He's just on IR, unless something happened while I'm on the show here. Yeah, so I don't know. I've thought about dropping him myself, but I've held on to him because I'm afraid I'm gonna cut him. He's gonna then get cut by the Patriots, get picked up and do well right away. But he's got to learn a new offense and all that. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I expect out of Josh Gordon. Stone Cold Steve Austin in the house. Thank you, Stone Cold. Robbie has that deep threat. Yes, sir. And again, we're going with the Miami Dolphins in house Smitty this Sunday with a grain of salt. Grain of salt. Darnold still could have a big day. So that Minshew and Darnold question I got asked earlier, who asked me that? Are you still here? Go with your gut on that one because that's a close one. Darnold's capable of 4 TDs or 1 TD. Minshew's capable of probably 2 to 3. Like, I feel like that's where his sweet spot's going to be. Did I win my trade? Gutierrez. Oh, here it is. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. I traded Kamara, DK, and Calvin Ridley for Aaron Jones, Julio Jones, and Cooper Kupp. How did I do? Well, let's break it down. Kamara and Aaron Jones, you could argue, are like this. Well, maybe Kamara's right on top. Kamara's on top. But I like him close. You know, Aaron Jones is a beast, dude. Beast. He's on my bold predictions, my top 10 bold predictions. Aaron Jones. I think he's number 7 or 8. Beast. But I like Kamara a little more. But right now, Jones is playing, Kamara's not. So you might call that a wash. And then Calvin Ridley and DK versus even one of those wide receivers. I'd rather have the one wide receiver. You throw in that you also have Cooper Kupp, or you could say I also have Julio. Nailed it. You know what? The person you traded with. Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap. The person you traded with needs to take a lap. Nice job, Gutierrez. You killed it. Look at Jets next 5 weeks. Pick them up. That's good advice, Fly. It's pretty good advice. Dalvin Cook. You mean Pedro? Dalvin Cook, Chris Carson, David Montgomery. Pick 2. I mean, Cook. Come on. So pick 1. Carson or Monty. Who do you guys like? Carson or Monty this week? Drop it down there for Pedro. Gosh. Help Pedro out. Realistic places where Lev Bell could flourish. Well, it's a little bit too late to dream about that. Cooper Kupp is great this year. I admit that's one of my big misses because I was anticipating, and you know, he still could get hurt, but I was anticipating that he was rushing back way too quick. And honestly, and Dr. Raj was on and we talked about it, that you're compensating. Even if you look healthy and you're playing healthy, when you come back as early as he did from that ACL tear, you're compensating with your patellar tendon. You're compensating with your other muscles. You have a real big tendency to tear your hamstring. So, like, if he comes... Okay, so if Kupp gets banged up a little bit, then you can't say that I called it or anything like that. But if he tears, like, something really bad, like tears his groin muscle, like, almost off the bone, or tears his hamstring in like a massively bad way, or tears his other ACL, then I will tell you that the predictions of him rushing back too quick and overcompensating finally got to him. I'll tell you that was correct. And again, you can tell me till you're blue in the face, well, he looks great. And sometimes when you overcompensate, you're fine. But I've been dead wrong about the numbers he's been putting up. And I admit it, Kupp was somebody I wasn't super high on. We all have misses like that, so I'm not ashamed of it or anything. But Kupp has been outplaying my expectations to an extreme degree, and that is one of my oopsies of the year. Smitty, take a lap. Take a lap. That's for me. I like the way he plays too, and his attitude, his grit. So I'm starting to become a big Cooper Kupp fan. But I still worry that he's higher risk for a big tear of some kind. But we'll see. He's got half a season left. He's already done good so far. Not calling him a bust by any means. Would I sell high on Cooper Kupp? Probably if I owned him. I mean, if the price was right. I'm not selling even at fair market value. I'm keeping him. But do I sell Kupp at a high value if I can? Why not? If you can get a DeAndre Hopkins or a Mike Thomas, or if you can trade into a Zeke, even if you give a little bit more with Kupp to get a Zeke Elliott, or a little bit more with Kupp to get, like McCaffrey, or a lot more in Kupp to get McCaffrey, a little more and Cooper Kupp to get Barkley, like then I do those trades for sure. Yeah, and Kupp, let's be honest, like Kupp is sometimes making his own yards, but a lot of times he does look like he's being delivered a very good football in an open space or in whatever. But he's creating some of that space before the camera's even on him with his moves and things that he's doing. So can't take all that away from him. But I think he definitely is. Football junkies are Smitty, a real one, takes the L and moves on. What a guy. I'll even put that on screen. Yes, sir. I was wrong. I apologize.
Take a lap. Take a lap.
Me. Again. Seclan, Mark Walton, or David Montgomery. Seclan, I hate to do this. I think I said you were lap proof, didn't I, Seclan? I think I might have to pull back on that. Montgomery, man. But Walton, I like. He's okay. Maybe this is his 100-yard game. Maybe he plays 4 carries. Gets 4 carries. But you can't bench Monty coming off that. Seclan, I almost feel like maybe you missed last week, bro. Monty broke out. This is the... Look at Seclan. Look right here. See this, Seclan? This whole show is dedicated to Montgomery. The whole show. Mark Walton is a borderline running back 4, and my whole show is dedicated to the young man. Also in your question. But because you are take a lap proof, Seclan, you keep going with your bad self. My only question, Seclan, is what snacks do you have today? Sutton or AJ Green? Why is everybody asking AJ Green? Did I miss something? Am I completely out of the loop on AJ Green? Let me pull this up. What did I miss today? Oh, well, it's still week 10. Yeah, so I thought maybe something else came out because everyone's asking me about AJ Green today. AJ Green or Sutton? I think you got to go Sutton. Sutton's on, on pace for a good year, and QB changes suck. So maybe Sutton drops off. But you know what also sucks? QB changes in Cincinnati, and and Cincinnati sucks. Ending maybe soon, depending on how many people we're at 96 thumbs up. I said if we get to 100 thumbs up, we'd see if we could climb to the 300 eyeball range, and then maybe I would stay on, yeah. So if we can get to like the 300 eyeball range, we're at 231 right now. The only way I think we're going to get there is if we get the thumbs up. If the thumbs up are up, then Smitty stays up. AJ Green expects to return in week 10. So does he get eased back in? And Dalton's been... Let me pull up this Dalton news. Make sure I have the right day. Dalton. So benching Andy Dalton following the week 9 bye. A move several years in the making. We are still surprised the Bengals are making it. This is from Roto World. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not sure I'm excited about this move for them. Smitty, wish I had 70 different YouTube accounts and watch them all so your numbers will go. Thank you. They have to, don't do anything shady. But if you got your mom and your dad in the other room, or your little brother, you can have them subscribe. I won't be mad at you, but definitely don't do anything shady because YouTube is pretty slick. They're quitting hard. Who are? Should I start David Montgomery or Derrick Henry? See, Seclan, this is more of the question. Did Seclan answer me about his snacks? I think I missed it. Where's Seclan? Where's Seclan when you need him? There he is. Snacks tonight. Iced vanilla espresso, Chex Mix, and frosted cookies. Look at this guy, dude. He's living large. Seclan, can you send me an email of that? Or an email. Can you send me an email with a photo of that right now, Seclan? I want a picture of your snacks, and I'll put it on the show right now. Preferably a pic with you in it, but if you don't want to be in the photo, just take a photo of your snacks. We'll await Seclan's email. 6-2, full PPR. Breeze, Connor, Henry, Monty, Julio, Jones. And we did get to the 105. Like Mark, thank you very much. And we're at 235 in the room. So we'll see if we get 300 or get close to it. I'll stay a little longer for sure. 6-2. Breeze, Connor, Henry, Monty, Julio, Cooper Kupp, Tyrell Williams. Pat's D, any thoughts to improve? Hang on to Monty. You can't sell him high enough right now. Julio, I toy around with trading depending on the value. Connor, I'd definitely trade. Henry, I'd definitely trade if you can. You're 6-2. You could afford to trade Henry for Kamara, maybe. You could afford to trade Cooper Kupp for Hopkins if you could. You could afford to trade. Damn, your Pats D is why you're 6-2, man. Have you ever toyed? I know you guys love the Pats D, and I do too. But have you thought about trading the Pats D in the right deal? Like, can you get a Barkley on your team by giving up? I don't know. Part of me wonders, like, what you could get. Like, what if you could get the San Francisco defense and, like, Barkley for Connor and the Patriots D? I'm not saying and for sure do that or not do that. I haven't even begun to break that down in my head because I'm so running back oriented, and it's so hard for me to wrap my head around the Patriots D being worth more than like a Nick Chubb or being worth more. It's just so hard. Now I want some snacks, says Big Timer. Seclan says, way better than me. I am too... Oh, he's commenting. All right, let's see if Seclan emailed me. Seclan, where's my photo of the snacks, man? It's Smitty at Sleeper U. I made the mistake of dropping the Pats D. Smitty pick 3. Bell, Henry, Coleman, Monty. Pick 3. Bell, Henry, Coleman, Monty. Bell would be tough to sit in this one. Coleman is tough to sit after last week, and Monty and Henry. Can you make a trade stall? I'd try to. I don't know that I can even answer that question. Come on, Smitty. Crazy to give up Henry? Crazy to give up Henry? What do you mean? Depends on the price. I'm not saying give him up for sure. It all depends on what you're getting, bro. Traded Zeke and Chargers defense for Fournette and the Pats D. See, that's so tough for me to wrap my head around. Because I see that, and my natural instinct is, dude, you gave up Zeke, and then you look at the Patriots D with Fournette, and you're like, the Patriots D is so good. You got to wonder if they're going to continue to play at this pace, though. How is it possible? I don't think a defense has ever... I wonder what the highest scoring defense ever has been in fantasy football. Does anybody know the answer to that? Crazy to give up Kamara for Henry. Do you mean crazy to give up Henry for Kamara? Or are you just asking the question? I might be mixing up the person telling me I'm crazy to trade Henry. I might be thinking that you asked that stall. I would say crazy to give Kamara for Henry. I'd rather have Kamara than Henry. I like how someone just comes in immediately. I'm going to make this guy's day bad. What's up, counselor? Mark Gordon Jr., number 1 in the league, total points. Thanks, Mark, for the super chat, by the way. Do I keep Hunter Henry or pick up a wide receiver like Crowder, Robbie Anderson, Shepard? To pick a wide receiver, I must drop Kenyon Drake or Samuels. That's a crazy combination of things here. Like, if it's a Sunday, I got to drop a wide receiver. All these restrictions. Mark, I'm going to say Hunter Henry safer. Probably, maybe Robbie Anderson over Hunter Henry, but that's close, man. All it takes is Robbie Anderson to have one game where he has 100 and a touchdown. He's back on the Hunter Henry tier map. You know what I mean? So I think Robbie's close and he has a good matchup. Probably be fed a ton. But I feel like you can trade Hunter Henry pretty easily right now. So I'd almost make a trade if you can. Do I keep Hunter Henry? So I guess I'm confused, Mark, because you're saying if you keep Hunter Henry or pick up Crowder or Anderson, but to pick a wide receiver, you must drop a running back. So you're dropping Henry then, or if you pick a wide receiver, you're not dropping Henry and you're dropping just Drake. Because I like Drake for Robbie Anderson. Some might like Drake, and I could be totally wrong. Drake could go crazy, and I could regret ever saying that. But I just don't feel like Drake. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that yet. Maybe we need to see him play. Kind of feel like I might be jumping the gun there on Drake. He could be better than I anticipate, but I just kind of don't feel like he's going to. DJ either comes back or Edmonds comes back. They trust and love Edmonds a lot. They don't just go trade for a guy like Drake and just start him over a guy they love in Edmonds. I mean, maybe they do. The Cardinals, they don't tell us anything. So, tough to say. Do I like Robbie Anderson over Drake? Probably. I don't know if anybody agrees with me in that. Comment below who you like, Robbie Anderson or Drake. Counselor in here. I think he came in, dropped a deuce, and then left. Roger, that's what I've been doing for the last hour. Ha. I have 24 teams. That's a lot of teams, man. So I think it was Timer or somebody asked me if I'm doing another local meet and greet and hangout. I'm in contact with a couple other local places, little pubs, and I want to try and do a live, potentially on a Sunday during games, which would be really cool. Hang out with you guys. So we'll see. Robbie is better. Drake's going to get stuffed next week. Robbie. So I think everyone kind of agrees with what I'm saying. So I get Robbie, man. Kill says Dalvin Cook, Zeke, T.Y., Connor, Singletary, Godwin, A. Robinson, Edelman, Ridley, Dak. That's a sneaky good team, man. You're 8-0. Holy shit. Cook, Zeke, and Zeke hasn't even been going crazy. He's been doing okay lately now. T.Y. hasn't. Oh, T.Y. Johnson. Ty Johnson. That was T.Y. Hilton. Connor has been doing well. Godwin. Look to maybe, if Connor can get back on the field, look to maybe sell Connor high before he just gets hurt and doesn't return. Edelman, I like. Don't sell low. Don't sell fair market. Sell only high or don't sell at all. He's playing good. But I consider selling Edelman at the right price. But good job with your team. Aaron Rodgers, I like it. One move away from, I think, really making sure nobody takes you out, with a bad game. So I tried toying around with Edelman, Bell, or Fournette rest of season. The stats would tell you Fournette, but the schedule might lean Bell. Coaching belief and a lot of things point toward Fournette and not Bell. Bell's got a lot going against him, but he also has a great schedule and a lot of talent. Proved he can pull in passes too. So I'm not super against either side. I don't like Fournette, but he's playing well. Maybe you stay with him. If Chase is playing Thursday night, shouldn't start him over Singletary or AP. I would start Singletary over Chase Edmonds against the 49ers. I'm 1-7 last place. Gets egged. Sorry, Lit. Lit, I'm going to make a prediction, Lit. You own either Kamara or Adams and or Barkley. Lit, tell me I'm right. Nicholas, what do I think of Kenny Stills? I think he's a good wide receiver, 3-4, like a really good. You're on a bye week situation as your flex. I like him in that role. Would you trade Edelman for Monty if you were solid at wide receiver? I probably would be okay with that, but you might be able to get more for Edelman. You may not. I'm interested what Lit tells me. Russell Wilson for Keenan Allen or Wilson and Boyd for Edelman. That's a tough one. Lit, Devontae Adams. I knew you had one of those guys. It seems like people that have lost their first rounder to one of those guys usually. I'm 1-7, got D Hops. He's been trash. Well, don't sell him now, though. Last place gets egged. Haha. I love that, says Hazelnut. So, adventures, I'm going to say Wilson, if you can trade him. I mean, I'm assuming you have a good backup QB or a good starter, and Wilson's your backup. I would say I'd rather have Allen and keep Boyd than trade Boyd and Wilson for Edelman. I still like Boyd. I know AJ Green's coming back, but maybe that helps Boyd. Drafted Juju in the second round. Oh, so you got Juju and Adams, the double. You got two dumps taken on you in the first and second round. It's called a double-decker. Lit got double-deckered. Lit, it's not your fault. Both of those guys were supposed to have big years, man. I have Watson and Wilson. Nice. Well, you're keeping the right one. ESPN projected me as 12th, says Aroni. So, Clan, where is my email? We're waiting for it. I want to put your snacks on screen. Let me see if Clan's been reaching out to me. Clan. Damn it, Clan. Get your snacks on screen. 290 in the room. Jordan, I'm 6'2". I'm 6'2" as well. 6'2". Ryan, Darnold, Chubb, Carson, Monty, Sanders, Julio, Allen Robinson, Samuel Stills, Graham, Hawk, and Sin, Bears, and 49ers. There's the Clan's email. How could I upgrade? Ryan, I'd upgrade there. Chubb, Carson, Monty, Julio. See, you needed to upgrade before Aaron Rodgers got increased value. Just send it. Thanks, Clan. I'll put it on screen next. I'm eager to see this picture. I would say Miles Sanders is a good player to sell high right now. The 49ers are okay. You could roll with the Bears and say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and trade, Sanders and the 49ers to upgrade Ryan into a sneaky good Wilson, or I don't know. I would get a QB. That would be my focal point here. And with Chubb, you might want to look into getting Hunt. So if you do a 2-for-1, you can pick Hunt. I'm assuming Hunt's available based on that size of a team, unless you're just leaving off a bunch of bench guys. But I try and get into. I don't know if you can buy A-Rod low. His owner might be tempted to sell him, but Wilson might be affordable. Tough to say. All right, let's see what Clan has in store for us. Whoa. Clan has. He sent some high-res photos. Let me see if I can screenshot this. All right, Clan. Let's show the world what you're eating. Okay, so I'm going to put that on my desktop there. And then photo number 1. These are Clan, who, if you don't know Clan, and by the way, we have a 311 in the room, so I'll stay for a little bit because you guys are awesome. And you did what you promised you do, which was stay in the room, get more people on the show. And for that, I thank you, and for that, I'm staying. Clan snacks for today. This is cookie number 1 that Clan's eating. Clan is one of our, if you're new to the show and you don't know who Clan is, he's one of our avid subscribers here. And Clan, anytime I do a show, he goes and gets snacks. And he gets ready and he watches this like a Netflix event. He basically binges the fantasy football show. And right now he has an iced coffee. He has a cookie, an iced cookie. And this Chex Mix. And Clan basically just stuffs his face watching the fantasy football show over and over again. And that's what you call awesome. And that's why Clan doesn't have to take a lap ever. Very interested to see that. Clan, next time I want a photo of you eating them. Unless you don't want to be on there. That's fine. I get it. I get it. 309 in the room. Yes, sir. Thank you all. Please subscribe if you haven't. It's weird because YouTube gives you like stats of after a show. You can look at how many subscribers were watching and how many non-subscribers were watching, and it's so shocking how many new people find you every single time, and even more shocking how many people probably in that are not brand new. They just don't subscribe. They just continue to look up the channel, and they don't know how much it helps a show like mine to get those subscribers and those numbers. It helps me grow, and it helps me to continue to do this. It helps me bring you more shows, longer shows. Like, look, I've been on for an hour and 27 minutes. I didn't plan on being on over an hour, but I'm on over an hour because you guys are subscribing and you're watching. Mark with the super chat again. Trade Hunter, Henry, and Rivers for T.Y. Hilton or Chark. That's tough because I like both those receivers, but I'd probably go get T.Y., and yes, I'd do that. Fantastic move. I love, as you can see, let me put this back on screen here. These are the ad drops for the week. I don't know why I have just one numbered. But as you can see, what was I talking about? Hilton. Right here. T.Y. Hilton is a great buy low right now. Seclan is such a stud, says Big Timer. He is. Everyone liked the show, says Gaming. Thank you. Take a lap. Take a lap for the sprinkles on the cookie. Kill says, I don't know, man. You're a pretty confident human being if you can have an espresso, Chex Mix, and a sprinkled cookie all in one sitting and tell about it and talk about it and show evidence of it. I'm kind of liking that confidence in that. This is standard sell Kamara, Tyrell, and Ridley for Mike Evans and Lockett. Kamara, Tyrell, and Ridley for Evans and Lockett. I probably would. And I hate to say that because I freaking love Kamara, but he's hurt right now. I love buying low. As you can see, he's on my buy low list right here. But he's hurt right now, and you're selling him high, which is fine too. I like buying him low, and I like selling him high. You just usually can't sell him high. But you're getting Evans, who easily is equal to or greater than Kamara right now, given that Kamara's hurt. So you're gaining advantage there. And Lockett's right now better than both Tyrell. Well, Tyrell's sneaky good, but I'd rather have Lockett over Tyrell and Ridley to combine for sure. But anything can happen on any given Sunday. So trust your gut over everything. And know that I can get, at least on a good week, 30% of advice wrong, because I'm getting asked very close call stuff. I'm getting asked 50-50 questions. They're called 50-50 questions for a reason. Smitty being low-key hilarious. What was that low-key about? You run, Seclan, and I'll eat the sprinkles. Would you trade Chark for Hilton? Well, I said I'd start Hilton over Chark, so probably would indicate that I'm leaning that way, but it's tough to pull the trigger on it. In redraft, I'd rather have Hilton. In Dynasty, I might call it close and even. I don't know. It's unacceptable for a birthday cookie right now, says Kills. I don't know. If you started David Montgomery, or you had him on your team like Seclan has, although Seclan's asking me if he should start Walton or Barkley. I'm sorry, not Barkley. Sorry, Seclan. I'm putting words in your mouth. Seclan asked me if he should start Walton or Montgomery. And when you own Montgomery and you're throwing that kind of disrespect at him, this is like that Seinfeld episode where the mechanic takes Jerry's car and calls him from the road and says, Jerry, you're not respecting your car. I'm taking it. And he just goes like on this like... Anybody seen that episode? Anybody watched Seinfeld? Tell me that we have some people in here that are old enough to have watched Seinfeld and loved it. Terry, thank you very much. I don't know what I did. Oh, look at Terry. Look what shirt Terry's wearing. Look at the shirt that Terry's wearing. Have you guys seen that? Terry bought a shirt. If you guys want to know where to buy that shirt, what is it? I think it's merch. sleeperu.com/merch. I think that's the page. But look at that killer shirt. Look at that handsome man wearing that Take a Lap shirt by The Fantasy Football Show. Amazing shirt, young man. Amazing. Let me post that link in case any of you would like to buy. I priced it so I wouldn't profit anything off of it. There's like a minimum like amount they make you try and put in there, but it's priced to just sell. I'm not trying to make money off them. But go buy a Take a Lap shirt. It's right here. Actually, let me repost that. Take a lap shirts. Right here. So if you would like to buy a shirt, again, I'm not trying to like make money off them. There's the link up there, sleeperu.com/merch. And that's where Terry got his wonderful looking shirt. Adventure says, I'm down for some merch. Wipe your feet. Also, I'll be giving away. I'll put this other hat on here. This giving away. I'm wearing it right now as well. This is the back Monkey Knife Fight hats. They're fitted. They're flex fit. Be giving away more of these this week. How do you do that? Let me show you. Let me show you. You just do this right here. You go on over to this link right here. Boom. Monkey Knife. So you go to mkf.win/Smitty. And then when you register through that link, you'll register. Then when you make your first deposit, you enter code Smitty. That gets you up to $50 match bonus on your first deposit from a new account. So they'll match you up to $50 on your first deposit once you enter that at deposit time. So this is your registration link, mkf.win/Smitty. Enter code Smitty. And then I will, from the entries, email me. You got to email me a screenshot of your entry. You don't have to send me any private details of, transaction necessarily, but show the proof that it was like the amount you deposited. Email it to me, and I'm going to give away. So between now and kickoff, just from this group, I'm be giving away one of these hats from Monkey Knife Fight, Flex Fit, Monkey Knife Fight, freaking cool hat, so comfortable. So anybody that does that this week before kickoff, I will be entering in for that hat. And I'll call you on a 10-minute phone call, talk about your teams. What happened to the rich guy that lost like 200K, Smitty? He didn't lose 200K. He bet, I think it was 5,000 to win 250 or 200 or 300,000. And his name is Unburger. I don't know where Unburger is. No show for you, hoodie, please. They have hoodie. They have gear for that too. I'll see if I can give away a hoodie. Fly. In fact, yeah, Fly. Let me find out on that. Remind me on the next live, Fly. And how much you willing to deposit on your first time from that link, Fly, for a hoodie? Because I'll reach out to Monkey Knife Fight and say, hey, in attempt to promote, let me give away a hoodie. George's dad is the best character, says Fly's Water. Fly's Water says best character. I can't even talk today. Fly's Water says best side character in Seinfeld is George's dad. Umburger. Maybe he had ties to the mafia. I don't think he did. I think he's coming back. I'm a basketball guy, and because of the fantasy football show, I am 6-2 in my paid league. Attaboy. Take a lap. Look at this. Look at this shirt.
Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap. Take a lap.
That shirt's fantastic. If you want a shirt like that, all you have to do is go to this link right here. That link that I just posted. And it's also on screen right here. And look, somebody already bought a shirt. I see that sucker coming through right now. Nice. I love it. Again, I tried to price that so that doesn't send me anything, but they make you take a tiny share at the minimum, but it's priced just to make it as low as possible. Adventures bought a shirt at a boy. What color did you get? Clan says start Mark Walton or Dalvin Cook. He's just messing with us. Clan, we know you better than that. How much are the shirts? Should say right on there. Let me click on it. They are, let's see. How much was the shirt? I might have put it wrong on that merch page. Sorry. It might be, they might have raised it. AirPod Pros are out, huh? Let's see. The shirts are $17.20. Is that correct? How much was the shirt? Ventures. Or was it $17.20 before tax or whatever? $17.20. Okay. I know my button says $17.20, but on the actual site, when you click on the button, I think it's still $17.20. I'm just not sure if it's showing that price for me, like if I'm logged in and I was to buy it. But I think it's $17.20. So $17.20. Again, tried to charge to price it at the right price. Fly says already have an MKF account. I would redeposit more loot for a hoodie, bro. Okay, let me find out what they'll say if you already have an account, because you're supposed to be a new account. Burgers. Burgers with Bob. Okay, so after tax and shipping is $24. That's a lot of tax and shipping to add on to the $17.20. That's kind of some BS, but they make good shirts, so I should probably put that on there. $24 after tax and shipping, but shipping sucks. Should I start McCoy, Damian Williams, or Singletary? Singletary. Got another shirt. Nice. All right, guys. You know the drill. I start the music over if I get a super chat, but we're going to outro out. So speed round, Mike Williams or Sanders. I go Sanders for right now, but that's a risk. I like Singletary's gamble. Yes, so do I. Go to bed, says Brissett's dad. That's what I'm doing right now. Speed round. I'm waiting. I know we had like a 10-second delay. So I'm like speed round and then it takes 10 seconds. Start Curtis Samuel or Golden Tate. I'm going Golden Tate, but damn, that's a close one. Next one. Next question. Really? 322 two of you don't have a question at this moment, which is really odd, because usually it's like... By the way, Smitty, what's your actual name? Smitty. Smitty Smith. Super Chat resets the song, by the way. Sutton, Shepard, Hollywood Brown, or D. Jackson. If Hollywood's on the field, I like starting Hollywood. Any shirt these days is that same price. Agreed. Risky play, Stills or Madison? Stills. Great show. Big Timer says, thank you. Trade Godwin for Kamara. Probably not because Kamara's hurt, but I like the idea there. If Kamara was back, I would definitely lean that way. And I still may do it, but it depends on a lot, like your situation and everything. Thank you, guys. Jordan says trade CMC for Kamara and Kelsey. It depends on if you're already made the playoffs or you're looking pretty. It's not a bad move. Trade Connor and Godwin for Dalvin. Oh God, probably, but it depends, man. Again, on your record, are you already in? I guess if you're winning, why mess with it, right? Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow. Guess what tomorrow is? I go live on the radio on CBS Sports Radio. Where is that? Right here. I go live on the radio tomorrow, 10 p.m. Eastern, which is 7 p.m. Pacific time. So join me at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow I stream my CBS Sports Radio show right here. Thank you, guys. Peace out.